Hello everybody and welcome to the May unboxing for the Stationery selection. I am so excited about this box. I've been holding on to it for a while, wanting to be in the right frame of mind to be able to film this, but we've got some good stuff. So I'm just going to take it out of frame and bring everything in one by one so that you can see everything, and then I've got my cheat sheet here to make sure that I know what I'm doing. But this is the coolest thing. This was actually suggested by Connie, and it is a rollable stamp that's meant to be like decorative, which, how cool is that, right? So basically you just pull and then slide the cap back, and then you roll it, and I will be demonstrating that in a minute, but look how cool that is. It's this very beautiful leaf design. I just think this is the coolest thing, and I love that you'll never lose the cap. So this is the first item, super duper fun. The next item are these cozy sticker people, and I love the size of these. These are super small. They're from the Mindwave brand, and I just like the size. I think this is going to be perfect for postcards or little journal layouts or even for letters. But I love anything with people. So this is really relatable. This is going to be super easy to use. Even the little decorative like bloops in there are still really cute. So I really love this. This is going to be used super easily. The next is this pack of clear film style stickers. It's also from Mindwave, and I'll be honest, I am definitely concerned with the style, I guess. Like if I'll just be interested in using this or not. I guess it'll have to depend on like the actual images. But I don't think it's, I don't know. I love this kind of stuff, so maybe it won't be so bad. This just looks like water. These are florals, super easy to use. This looks like a cozy window from like a hotel or something, so that won't be too terrible to use. Again, here are the clouds and the water. We've got a landscape, some daisies, and then like a little internal like counter space. And then this last one is just pictures of lamps. And it looks like you get 5 of each design. So, okay, those aren't so bad. And I love the old film design. My parents, both of them, well, my mom was exclusively a photographer while she was active duty in the Navy. And my dad kind of did everything. He bopped around a lot. But he ended up, as a punishment, because he was a little bit of a rebel. As a punishment, he ended up on duty down in the I don't know, the red room where they developed all of the photographs for the actual Navy. So I really love this old film vibe because I grew up watching like my mom and my dad develop film at home. So okay, next we have a bunch of pens. We've got 4 different pens here, and I'm super excited about this because I have been really wanting some new pens. I feel like I've really gotten a little bit bored of the ones that I'm using regularly. So having a bunch of options gets me really excited. All right, so this first one looks like a really fat pencil. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll bring it up closer so you can see, but look how fat that guy is. We'll test all of these, obviously, at the end of the video. There's nothing on the inside. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. Metallic light knock. I like the way this feels. It's very lightweight. It's got kind of this like suede-y, velvety feel here. But it just feels very lightweight, super structured, lightweight, very light. Next we have a marking pen from Kokoyu, and this has a gray chisel tip and point at the other end. We will test those to see what they look like on the end. Again, super excited about this. just for added interest in some layouts maybe. And I love gray. So the next we have this really interesting, I think this is a friction pen. Yeah, this is a friction pen. And it's very like intentional, stout, like purposeful. I love the design of this. This is very clean, very crisp. Again, it's got that, the grays and just the very sort of like metallic, futuristic sort of vibe. And the fun thing about friction pens is that you can use this little rubber piece up here and it's an eraser. So these are definitely pens that are very fun to use, especially if you could make mistakes. I definitely let my kids use pens like this all the time because they like using pen, but they always make mistakes. So this is going to be a good addition. I don't know. This is from Sunstar. This again is the Kokuyu marking pen, and this is the Pilot Friction Ball Knock Zone. They've changed the ink composition. I knew there was something about this pen because I read this before I started filming. They changed the ink composition, making it 30% denser and darker. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. Another thing they did is they changed the barrel of the refill, which makes it so the ink capacity is 70% more. So that's really fun. And the last, again, is another friction pen. So there's a rubber bit right here that you can use to erase it. And this is just a lavender color. I really like using this, so we'll see. But the interesting thing about this one is that if you erase this, it does not go away. It changes color. So it goes from a darker purple to a lighter purple, which I think you can see right here. We will test that at the end. We have one more item, which is what I'm most excited for, because the last thing I need is another notebook, but hear me out. This notebook is so interesting to me. I love the vibe of this. The design on the cover is very Mitts. Like, I just feel like, of course, as soon as she saw this, she was like, yes, absolutely. The watercolor vibe, I absolutely love. Everything about this is just super fun. But I think what I love the most about it is that it's an all-in-one kit. You get basically your cover or your cover on cover for the Hobonichi users. It's got 2 pockets on this side, and then 1 pocket and then some card pockets on this side. It's very thick vinyl. I do not feel like this is going to rip or tear at any of the edges very easily. The next thing you get is a clear writing board and bookmark, which, like, who thinks of that? This is amazing. I love this. It's a ruler, it's a writing board, it's a writing guide, it's a bookmark. It's amazing. And then, of course, you do have the notebook. And the notebook is so interesting because first of all, it lays flat. Secondly, I love the date blocking here. I love that it's grid. It's kind of a small grid, which I don't know how well I will love that. We'll see. But I really love this notebook. I feel like immediately it's going to go into my purse. And this is going to be my scratch and scribble journal. I have to have something like that in my purse all the time. And I just took one out. So this will be a great addition. Let's go ahead and put it together. I don't know if you're meant to leave these in. I'm not. So I'm just going to take those out. Look at that. I love that. And I wonder if the bookmark is meant to slide. Oh my gosh, look at that. If you don't need it, it slides perfectly into the back. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so, oh my gosh, will it fit? Oh my gosh, it will fit. Yep, perfect, perfect. I see what you're doing. We're just gonna have fun, okay? I've been holding out on this box for weeks. and I'm gonna enjoy the unboxing. Oh my gosh, look how cool that is. I think these might be backwards. With the clouds, come on. Okay, so let's try this roller thing first. I am gonna do everything in the back so that we can test any bleed. So I wonder if you have to pull up or if you have to pull down. So let's just test the theory. So I'm gonna hold it with the cap on the back and I'm gonna push up. That's all it was. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, will it look the same going down? Yep, it will. Okay, so I did get a little bit blotchy, right, like when I first started it, and I don't know why, but yay for ink. Let's see how bad it bled, or if it did at all. Oh, for sure, yeah. Yas. Okay, so let's test the lavender friction, and I'm gonna write in between these lines so we know what we're looking for. So, all right. Look how cool that is. Oh man, that is just so cool. And the tip of this is very cornered, so I can get in between these if I really want to. All right, next we have the, what did she call this? The ball knock zone. Love the way these write. I've always loved the way these write, and the only reason that I don't use them more regularly is because I live in Florida. And the whole way the ink works is basically creating friction and heat, and that makes the ink go away. And living in Florida, it's always hot and humid here, so I'm always very wary about that side of things. But I still love the way they write. I've always loved the way they write, and it will not hinder me from using this particular one, but it definitely is something that makes me cautious for sure. So it will always be a house pen. You can kind of see where I wrote, but honestly, really not really. And I don't think there's going to be any bleeding with this. I'll just rewrite everything. Ball, knock, zone. Nothing coming through. The next is this kokuyu. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, and the pen side is darker, and I love this one. Love, love, love. 2 different colors. No shadow ghosting or anything. All right, the last one is the Sunstar. Yes. Maybe this isn't a pencil. What does it say? It does not require sharpening. This clicker type of pencil will continue to write. Okay, so I wondered on the, I guess somewhere on the inside, auto sharpens this thing. I'm not sure at one point, but there you go. I don't know if it sharpens or if it just never dulls. I don't know. So okay, so writing with it does not feel like writing with a pencil. It does not feel like writing with a pen. It more feels like writing with a really, 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 really hard tipped Crayola marker. Like the skinny Crayola markers is kind of the experience that I get with it. But I don't know if you guys can hear that. Like, there's definitely a drag, so I'm really not even sure the science of that, but another time. We've totally ruined an entire page of this. I don't know if this is glued or stapled, if it will pull right out. Oh, it's perforated. So it just pulls right out. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell, but it is perforated right there along the edge. Let's see if I can see through the lines. Not really. That's okay. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, and it is not in the kit, but I'm hoping soon it will be an option on the Stationery Selection website. It is bottled ink, friends. Okay, so this one is from Troublemaker Inks. They are stationed in the Philippines, and Mid sent this over for me to try and to see how well the ink traveled, because she's never really dabbled in ink before, because there was a lot of shipping restrictions, and she was just really worried about how they would ship and if they were going to need to be signed for. But I've got this Petrichor ink right here, and I did a swatch so that you guys can see. It is a color changing ink. This is basically how it will look when you write on the paper, but this is the more like dense ink color. So really love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, Mitz, because I really do love it. I think it's a lot of fun, and I plan on inking up my brand new Sage Coeco in this. So again, not in the store, but hopefully, or not in the kit, but hopefully it will be option in the store soon. So just to recap, we've got stickers, 4 pens, planner, cover, writing board, and this amazing, incredible roller stamper thing. Incredible kit. I love this kit. I don't think I missed anything. I'm just reading my paper. I don't think I missed anything. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I will leave everything you need to find the Stationery Selection down below for you as well. And I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.